Captain Whitehall, Company D, 2nd U.S. Sharpshooters. Today's video is going to be about a question we've gotten pretty much since 2015 when this channel started, and it is how to properly load and fire the 1859 Sharps breech loading rifle. It's actually fairly simple. It's more simplistic than loading in 9 with a standard arm of the time, be that the Enfield, the Springfield, the Lorenz. Because we have no ramrods. We have a breech loading rifle. So to do so, I have Private Baker here who's going to be the demonstration of how to properly load and fire the Sharps rifle. Private Baker, load. So what he does, puts the rifle to half cock. If he has already fired, removes the spent cap. Sometimes they do like to stick and you kind of have to shock them off.
I find the best way to do it is to dry fire it.
So you then drop the breech block of the rifle, exposing the bore. You then reach behind, grab one of your cartridges from the cartridge box. You take the cartridge and you insert it into the breech of the rifle. There are two different styles of cartridges for the Sharps rifle, the flat base and the rat tail. Flat base are able to completely fit into the chamber of the rifle, as opposed to the rat tail where the back end has to be sheared off. That shearing process exposes the powder and then makes it possible for the spark from the cap to ignite the powder. So let's continue, Private. Take the breech block, or the trigger guard, you bring it up, which raises the breech block, closing the chamber of the rifle. After that, he then reaches for his cap box, pulls out a percussion cap, sets it onto the cone, and then goes to shoulder arms. This signifies to whoever is leading a detail or the company, this man has a loaded rifle and is ready to fire. Ready. Bringing the rifle. This is fairly standard from everything else when it comes to discharging a firearm from the Civil War, whether it's a muzzleloader or a breech loader. You bring the rifle to full cock at ready, aim, you then raise to the shoulder, marking your target, preparing to fire. And at this point, since we have a Berdan contract, we have two triggers. You pull the rear trigger, which sets the front, which makes it a hair trigger, which is very light. Fire! Now this can be a very common problem with a Sharps rifle, a misfire. The cap has to make two 90-degree turns in order to ignite the powder. Sometimes it could be a cap that just didn't get enough charge into it. It could be left out, therefore exposing it to the elements. Could be the powder. So to do so, a quick way is to give it a fairly quick couple wraps to the side, bringing it back to the ready position to cap the rifle. And then repeat the process. Ready. Aim. Fire. Successful discharge. Probably was just a couple little wraps on the side. Half cock. Drop block. Grab cartridge. Charge cartridge.
Probably dead by now.
Raise block. Prime. So in conclusion, while the loading and firing of a Sharps rifle has roughly the same amount of steps as a rifled musket from the Civil War period, the loading process is far quicker. You do not have to draw your rammer, ram your cartridge home, return your rammer, and have the fear of, did I return my rammer? And end up firing it towards the enemy and then probably having a sergeant coming behind you and making you go grab that rammer. The Sharps rifle, with this loading process, in trained hands, had a ability to fire up to 10 rounds a minute compared to the rifled muskets 3. and in the hands of sharpshooters had absolutely devastating effects at multiple battles during the Civil War. We thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, please subscribe, and we will catch you in the next video.